Hi, good morning, friends. As per various news agencies, world's fastest supersonic passenger jet, Concorde, crashed at Paris on 25th July 2000, killing a total of 113 people in a ball of fire. The most probable cause, as established by the French investigators, was a piece of titanium metal which dislodged from the aircraft on the runway just before the Concorde took off. The same metal piece caused the tire burst, rupturing the fuel tank, electrical spark, and the massive fire. Clearly, as per this theory, it was a case of poor maintenance practices followed by the mechanic, which ended the glorious journey of Concorde jets. Famous Fast and Furious actor Paul Walker and his friend got involved in a car crash which was fitted with at least two 9-year-old tires that could have changed the car handling. This goes to highlight the dangers of aging tires even when low on mileage. The risk involved in the adventure of riding a superbike is no different. Every month, we lose at least one superbike rider in India, leave aside daily deaths of over 400 people, which equals a jumbo jet passenger capacity. We have lost many loved ones in year 2021, and very recently another Harley Davidson rider met his end while riding. Same day, another known friend of mine who's also an experienced motorcycle rider met with an accident with a broken rib. In such a risky environment, it becomes duty of every rider to educate one another on road safety matters. More importantly, it is the duty of all maintenance workshops, big or small, to adopt the best possible maintenance practices and ensure their mechanics are trained accordingly to act responsibly. During a routine Sunday ride on a busy national highway, a fellow rider who was just behind me asked to stop. He told me that my rear tire sidewall was hitting the exhaust every time I crossed a bumpy section. Upon inspection, it was revealed that there were rubber marks on the hot exhaust and also similar marks on the sidewall of the tire. Just a few days before this Sunday outing, I had visited the only authorized workshop in my area. Technicians to whom I trusted had worked on a leaking exhaust, which had been making loud noise while riding. I somehow returned back from the Sunday ride, keeping my speeds within control. On reaching the workshop engineer carried out the exhaust adjustment but failed to appreciate of the hidden dangers of such a casual work. Had my fellow rider not cautioned me, that day could have been my last day of riding a superbike. The newspapers would have reported this as an unfortunate accident, blaming the tire burst to be the cause of accident. Friends and family would have simply believed it without a doubt, as no such accidents are investigated in a professional manner. The most appropriate example to highlight this fact is to hear this sad story of a commanding officer as narrated by his brother, who is presently fighting a court case.
My younger brother, Wing Commander Sunil Agnotri, was a pilot with Indian Air Force. He was a certified open sea diver, a paratrooper, and a man of infinite courage. He served as the commander of the highest airbase in the world at Siachen Glacier. He was the most sought after pilot for rescue and relief missions around Siachen area. On 19th March 2017, he was riding his Harley Davidson bike fitted with faulty brakes, which he was not aware of. He met with an accident near Sanawa and lost his life. The Harley rider group informed us about the shortcomings in the bike, and the same was shared with the Himachal police, but no proper mechanical investigation was carried out in the bike to fix responsibility. The matter is sub judice now, and we are hoping that Wing Commander Sunil Agnotri will get justice through court of law.
I think that day I returned home safely only due to the sincere prayers of my wife. Considering the safety issues, I decided that never in my life I will hand over my motorcycle to any workshop which is not backed with qualified, certified, and OEM trained technicians. In many countries, a lot of passionate riders undertake routine motorcycle service with their own local expertise. But I always had an OEM trained mechanic. A superbike mechanic is no less than an aircraft technician, as he is responsible for a machine costing several lakhs and, most importantly, a rider's life. So, dear riders, next time you visit a motorcycle workshop, please be clear on the followings. Who is the doctor who will be operating on your machine? What is his qualifications and the experience level? Is he an OEM trained or a locally sourced mechanic with hardly any science background? Check all the replaced parts and the reasons given. Demand the detailed diagnostic report with calculation sheets. Lastly, do check the estimate carefully with the hidden terms and conditions so that you're not surprised later. By wearing a red uniform or just by hanging a board, you don't become a certified doctor, but only by conducting successful operations and saving life. Before I end, I would also like to mention that if anyone is looking into a case of mysterious or suspicious motorcycle accident, please feel free to contact me. I'll be willing to solve that puzzle and assist in fixing the responsibility, as we can't afford to lose a son, father, brother, husband, sister, or the mother. A recent email sent by Ducati India team reads that the Delhi dealership is well trained as per global Ducati standards and delivering the service experience to all Ducati customers accordingly. So I would like to ask Ducati India, is this the global Ducati standards of technicians working at Delhi dealership? Do you really have any OEM trained technician to cater for such a huge strength of Ducati owners? In reality, your team is tarnishing the image of a globally known brand simply due to poor maintenance practices, which also ended the glorious era of world-famous Concorde aircraft. Ducati India email also ends without showing any individual's name. I would sincerely request team of Ducati India not to hide behind curtains anymore, as year 2022 is the time to fix responsibilities. Jai Hind and ride safe.